Oh man, if there's one thing that drives me bananas, is all these things. Hey, just do this. It's easy and you can make $1 million and you're going to be wealthy and just go do this and that. And stay tuned to today's video and find out why these are just absolute time wasters. Hey, how you doing today? Frank Thomas from the Wealth Generation Strategies. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what I call time wasters. These are the, oh, look at this easy thing you can do. Like you see, oh, just create these 15,000 puzzle books and put them on KDP and you're going to make millions of dollars. And plain and simple, it's going to waste your time. It's just an absolute waste of time. It's not going to be long-term wealth. So let's just get into the points, because let me tell you why I think this way. First off, if something that you're working on doesn't have a high cost of entry, or at least a moderate cost of entry, anybody can do it. What's stopping them? So your competition is going to be always biting at your heels, and everybody's going to be doing it. Take a look sometimes at the YouTube videos that come up and, oh, all you have to do is do this thing on Etsy, or do this on Amazon, or do this on whatever, and you realize that 2 million other people have watched this video. How many of them, I'm not going to say everyone are going to take action. A lot of them are going to watch the video and go, oh yeah, it's awesome. But a lot of times there's enough people taking action that you're going to have some serious competition. I usually stay away, especially when it comes to, oh, you got to do this hack, or you got to do this or that. Once it's disclosed and it's out in the open, the competition is going to kill you. And that's what's my next point, is that you have to look at the short-term benefit and the long-term benefit and how much competition this idea has. One of the reasons why I just hate these easy things that they show is because it's a never-ending treadmill. Every time you think you've got it, all of a sudden it becomes disallowed, or it becomes illegal, or you get cut off, or it never longer makes money, and it just hangs around and it's costing you money. You're on this treadmill of every few weeks, every few months, you gotta reinvent yourself and do something else. And oh, that I've tried it. It's a complete waste of time, and it's a complete waste of your energy and money. It'll just sap you and burn you out. Honestly, right now, the big thing is AI. Hey, AI, artificial intelligence, is gonna have some good points to it, but there's always a bunch of hooey that comes with it, to be honest with you. Right now, it's the regurgitation of easy, in my opinion. Oh, if you just use AI, you can use ChatGPT to write your videos, and you can use ChatGPT to rate your software. And hey, in some places, it's very handy, but it's just a tool. It's like saying, look at this pen. If you get this pen, you're gonna be able to write magic stories, like this is the magic pen. And it's not magic. It's hooey is what it's I'll leave it at that. That's how much it drives me crazy. And also too, it becomes very time sensitive. If you try to do things that are easy, it's very time sensitive, and that you're back to that whole treadmill. Let's run that treadmill again. Let's run that treadmill again. And it's just terrible. We want to find things that are timeless, that you can do and create that are timeless. Writing a book, it's interesting because I was doing a study on creating books with KDP, like Kindle Direct Publishing. They had mentioned that, oh, you can do low content, medium content, or high content books. Low content books you can whack out quickly, like it's a journal, or if it's a puzzle book or something like that. I completely avoid that stuff. Medium content is, let's say, a workbook that might accompany a full book or a full compilation, so a high content book. I would stick to those things. Yes, writing a book takes time. It takes you 3 to 6 months, maybe a year to write a book. But it's not an easy thing to do. I can tell you, I've written a book. It is just not easy to do. The interesting thing is it allows you to organize your thoughts. It allows you to come to some conclusions you might never have come to otherwise. You can use them in your own life, which is awesome. Now, the cool thing is, once you publish that book, if you put out a few high content books, what happens is now you have a timeless business, especially if you've written books about health, wealth, or love, and they're timeless topics. So stick to stuff like that. You can take your idea and go into so many directions with that. One of the things that really blows me away is you see people who become fiction writers, let's say for fantasy or for romance or whatever it is, but they're writing fiction stories, and they write series of stories that branch from book to book to book, and sometimes they become very loved classic novels in the long run in the scheme of things. It's great because now these become lifetime, these become timeless streams of income to that person. Now, was it easy? No, but the thing is, here's the interesting thing. As you operate in that place that's not easy, you get better at it. You get closer to perfect. You never strike perfection. That's not the goal here. You just get a little more perfect every day. What happens is you start to move ahead you start to move beyond the pack, and what was hard for you becomes easier and easier and easier. To be honest with you, when it comes to doing YouTube videos, when I first started, it was hard. It took me a while to get comfortable in front of a camera. It took me a while to understand the equipment. It took me a while to figure out the editing software. It took me a while to do a whole bunch of things. But now it's easy because I do it over and over and over again. So my cost of entry has dropped significantly, and I'm getting very tangible results from something that's not so easy. So stick to that. If it's really easy, it has a low cost of entry, and everybody and their uncle can do it, your dog can do it, your cat can do it, your sister's aunt can do it, then why would you bother? Sometimes easy is profitable, but most often it's not. Look for things that have a moderately or high entry factor to them. In other words, that person just can't go and do that. I do a lot of work that people just can't get up and do. Now, is it hard work? In my opinion, it's not. It's easy. It's easy for me because I have a unique set of skills, and that's my point. You need to take whatever your unique skills are, or unique skills you get trained in, work in them. Honestly and truthfully, if you're working and you're doing surgery and you're a brain surgeon, I wouldn't want to be your brain surgeon. I don't think you'd want me to be your brain surgeon. I'm going to probably wire things wrong, and you're going to be speaking a different language and walking funny when I'm all done with you. But if you get a brain surgeon working on you, he'll actually say to you, yeah, it was a difficult surgery, but it wasn't hard. In other words, it was easy. For him, it was easy because he has a unique set of skills and abilities able to operate in them. And the better his abilities become, and the more skilled he becomes in those abilities, the more he can charge for them, because he's going to be doing much harder and more difficult things. But it's not difficult for him because he's got that training. Before we get into the bonus, let me ask, have you liked this video yet? I hope you're getting good value from this video. To me, this is truly a valuable video. If you're getting value, give the video a like. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get into the bonus. Really and truthfully, the bonus is a culmination of all the points I've already made. And it always comes back to seeking out the timeless. Seeking out, as I said earlier, some of the topics if you're going to write fiction or even nonfiction, romance, health, and wealth. You can't go wrong, honestly and truthfully. These things are not fads of the day. These are things that people have worried about for thousands of years. They worry about their relationships. They worry about their finances. They worry about whatever they worry about. And I say to you, go and get more training in those areas. If this is something that you're truly interested in, get more training, get better at it, understand it better, learn how to make the more difficult easy so it becomes more accessible for you and less accessible for your competition. I hope you've enjoyed this video. My name is Frank Thomas, and I actually have another great video that talks about multiple streams of wealth, and you should check it out. It's showing up on the screen right now. Want to see you there.